Once upon a time, there was a little bird named Tom. He lived with his mom and dad in the biggest house of Birdtown. Even though Tom seemed to be the happiest bird in the world because he had the biggest house, the best straw, a lot of toys and food, he wasn't really happy. Tom was a tall and strong little bird, with dark blue feathers and light blue feathers around his neck. He liked to do many sports like basketball and soccer. Every day he would go to bird school, where he was taught to fly, read, and write. But he didn't like going there because he didn't have many friends and he thought school was boring. Tom had a hard time making friends because of his attitude. He bothered everyone and made his classmates feel bad about themselves with the mean comments he gave them. Zack, a small orange bird, was the only friend Tom had, but he didn't really like Tom. He would just hang out with him so he wouldn't hurt him. Mindy was a yellow colored little bird who seemed to have her heart out because she had many feathers that form a heart around her neck. Mindy loved to explore and go on adventures with her friends. Adam was a green little bird who went to school with Tom, Zack, and Mindy. Adam was very quiet and shy. Although he sometimes liked to be alone, he always enjoyed spending time with his friends. Tom and Adam didn't get along very well. Tom liked to bother Adam for being small and green. He would tell him he was green because he ate worms, and he would take away his lunch during recess. One day, Tom was angrier than usual on his way back home because the Spanish teacher punished him with extra homework for bad behavior during class. Tom didn't want to do it. He thought that it was a waste of time. When Tom arrived home, his mother asked him, "How was your day, my little one?" Tom answered loudly, "Bad. It always goes bad for me." His mother was surprised with his answer. He had never spoken to her in that way. It was in this moment when his mother realized that something was wrong with Tom. Tom locked himself in his room very angry, and he started crying and throwing his toys away with anger. His mother, surprised to see the mess Tom was making, tried to talk to him to see what was happening and how he was feeling, but Tom refused to talk to her. His mother decided to punish him, taking away his toys for flying in his favorite desert. Tom got angrier and started to behave worse. The next day at school, Tom felt more lonely than usual. He started realizing that his bad behavior had brought him to where he was. Mindy was the only one to realize that Tom wasn't acting normal with his classmates, so she decided to visit him after school and see what was going on. She felt that it's very important to talk to your friends when they are feeling down. When Mindy arrived at Tom's house, they sat down to watch a movie and talk. Tom told her how he felt and how he regretted all his mistakes. Also, he regretted all the hurt feelings he has provoked, but mostly that he felt very lonely. Mindy advised him to apologize to every classmate he had hurt in the past so he could feel better and less lonely. After a long night of thinking about what to do, Tom decided he would follow Mindy's advice and apologize to all the people he had hurt before. He especially had to apologize to Adam and Zack because he knew he had hurt them badly in several occasions. All of his friends thanked Tom for apologizing for his acts and forgave him with a big hug. They invited him to play basketball on their free time. Although it was hard for Tom to apologize, he decided to improve his actions. Also, his relationship with his parents got better because the school informed his parents about his bad behavior and how Tom needed their love and attention. The years went by and Tom turned out to be the happiest and friendliest bird in Birdland, enjoying his friends at school and spending every Sunday with his mom and dad. Moral of the story. We shouldn't unload our anger on others and we should always look out for each other's even if they don't expect it from us. The only way to prevent making the same mistake is to learn from them.